I'm so tired, y'all. But of course, I got up to work. Um, but before I record my next video, I just want to share some thoughts with y'all. Cause I was having a inner monologue with myself, I guess you can call it. And one of the things that I realized is that how people can be. So I've been listening to, if you guys are familiar, I've been listening to the JRE podcast, specifically the one with Kevin Hart, the last one that he just put out. Even though Kevin's always he's always pretty damn inspirational when he goes on there. And because I like to be part of the community, and in these things, that's something I hope to build myself. I like to be part of the community of the things that I like and I love, whether I can help somebody out or I'm agreeing and laughing with somebody down in the comment section. That actually means something to me. Like being somewhere and being helpful. So, but I'm down there in the comment section, and I'm just like looking at the people who are like with the hateful messages and the weird things. It's like it makes me take back and have it makes me sit back and have to realize what I think of people, reevaluate. You know what I mean? And it took me a while to come into this, in a sense of my life has changed from where I've come from to where we are now, to form an opinion based off of, to form an opinion based off of separate things. But this is what I think may help you. This is something that I've learned. But I like to look at people as a box. You are a box. Let's say you get a box from Amazon, right? You order a package, it's coming, it came, you know, it got there. You opened that box. You took your package out. Now, this box is already, like I said, before it got to you, it's traveled. It's been made. It's been there living amongst its cohorts in the factory. Then it was used to package, filled with things, taped up, and shipped to you. This box, what are you going to do with this box? You might use it to house the item that you just now got out of it. You might use it and repurpose it for something that's already sitting there. You might take it, sit it in the basement. You might throw it out. But at the end of the day, you got to remember that that box came from somewhere. And every mark and scuff and thing, it may not be useful to you. I mean, it may not be. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Every mark and scuff on that box may not mean nothing to you, but that's one more thing to diminish what that box was when it was fresh and it was clean and it was first shipped. So what is the next owner going to be like of that box? It's going to be taken to a landfill. Maybe you're good at recycling. So now that box is now part of something else. But the way I mean that you are a box because we've all been somewhere, we've all lived, we've all have changed. We all got our scuffs, our marks, our bruises. We've all been repurposed and, you know, shipped to the wrong place, made to stay, we've all been in situations to where something can happen to us and we have to come out of that. But we're still here. We're still that box. And I feel like you got to remember that when you meet that box, that human, that they've been somewhere. They've been somewhere. They have their own biases. They came from such and such has happened to them. They've been somewhere. So instead of looking at that person like they're just an ungrateful whatever, no, remember that they're a box. They're a box. Because they've been filled up, they've been marked, they've been scuffed, they've had great times. Maybe they've been cleaned. Maybe, maybe the person who owns them doesn't like to run all over them, write all over them, mispurpose them, and things like that. They've been somewhere. They've been somewhere as a human, and it's just like you have to appreciate that lease when you meet somebody. So instead of being negative and, facetious towards these people, you can remember that they're a box. Hey, I think it's funny because, like, one of Joe Rogan's things is he likes to remember everybody as a baby. I think kind of the same. So, it's kind of, I'm not going to disagree with the man. It's kind of the same thing. If you think of a baby, they came out knowing nothing. And they had to learn, and they had to grow, and they had to be somewhere where people taught them these things. I say a box because I feel like, unlike a child, I feel like for so much of our lives, we necessarily don't really know our purpose. I feel like as a child, if you think of yourself as that thing, you're there to grow. And people around you are going to mold you into what comes later. And you're going to start to form your own opinions and your own strategies for how you want to tackle this thing called life. But as a box, if you think of a person as a box, they're still filling in things to be done with that box. Whether you're going to keep it, you're going to move on from it, you're going to repurpose it from thing to thing, and cross out whatever's on it. It can be for dishes when you move, it can be for sweatpants while you sit them in your closet for the summer. It don't matter. They're a box. They're a box because everything up to this moment has done something to them. Like I say, that one little scuff from you sitting that box on that floor and turning brown, it's, that one little flick of dirt, it don't mean nothing to you, it's inconsequential, but to that box, it's something. And everybody has that. Everyone has that type of thing. And you just got to remember, man. So instead of looking at a person that, as damaged, you can either choose to leave them alone or you can be part of their, growth. And I say be part of their growth. You can potentially get something out of that other human being. And it don't always got to be things, but it could be a new mindset, invigoration, talent, something. You know what I mean? It's like, why do we watch YouTube? These are just talented people doing and putting on a show for us, right? But they're a box too. And you learn to like that box. I don't know if I did good enough in explaining this. I wanted to get it out there. Trust me, I think I did much better the first time I explained it, but for some reason Streamlabs wasn't down with it. But that's it, y'all. I'm probably about to start making this Mass Effect video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment what you think down in the section, and just remember, man, be nice to each other. Love each other. We ain't all gonna be here forever. And that's important. Like, that particular thing is important. Be a part of the time that someone has in a positive way. Shine a positive light and put a positive spin on a person so maybe they can grow from what you thought they were. Instead of just judging them, ask, if you feel like someone's opinion was facetious, well, see why. Why do you think that way? Well, why do you think that's right? Well, this is what I think. At most you can agree to disagree, but that's not a bad thing. You move on, you move past it, you still respect and care for the person as a person after that. Alright, but that's it. I'm about to make this Mass Effect video, so y'all gonna see more of me today. I love y'all. I really do. And I hope to build a community around you guys. Y'all have a great day.